Have you ever witnessed a moment where cruelty tried to destroy someone, but kindness turned it into something unforgettable? Stay with me till the end, because this story will touch your heart. And before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because kindness is powerful, and stories like this can change lives. The church was glowing with flowers, candles, and music. Emma stood in the bridal room, dressed in her white gown, heart pounding with excitement. Today, she was about to marry Ryan, the man she had loved deeply for years. She had trusted him, supported him through his struggles, and dreamed of a life together. But as Emma walked down the aisle, she noticed something strange in Ryan's eyes. Instead of awe or love, there was a mocking smirk. When she reached the altar, Ryan leaned into the microphone and, in front of the entire congregation, said words that shattered her heart. "This whole wedding is just a game. A bet. I proved I could make her fall for me, and look, she actually believed it." Gasps filled the church. Guests looked horrified. Emma's father clenched his fists, her mother began to weep. And Emma? For a moment, she felt the world collapse around her. The man she trusted had humiliated her, not in private, but in front of everyone she loved. The whispers grew louder. Some people looked at her with pity, others with shock. Everyone expected her to scream, to cry, to run away in shame. But Emma did something no one could have predicted. She took a deep breath, steadied her trembling hands, and looked Ryan in the eyes. Instead of anger, there was calmness. Instead of bitterness, there was strength. She gently set her bouquet down, turned to the crowd, and with a voice soft but steady, said, "Today was supposed to be a day of love, but instead, it became a lesson. Ryan has made a cruel choice, but I will not let cruelty define me. I will not hate him. I will not humiliate him back. Because love, even when betrayed, doesn't deserve to turn into hate. It deserves to turn into wisdom." The room fell silent. People were stunned. Emma continued, "Ryan, you may have thought you won a bet, but I forgive you. Not because you deserve it, but because I deserve peace. I won't carry bitterness in my heart. I'll carry kindness, because that is who I am." She slowly removed the ring from her finger, placed it gently in Ryan's hand, and whispered, "I hope one day you learn what real love means." Then, with her head held high, Emma walked down the aisle, not as a broken bride, but as a woman who chose kindness over revenge. And as she reached the doors, something extraordinary happened. The entire crowd stood and applauded, not because of the wedding, but because of Emma's grace. They had just witnessed a woman humiliated publicly, yet instead of striking back, she forgave, teaching everyone there what true dignity looked like. That was the end of Emma's wedding day, but the beginning of a much greater journey. In the days that followed, Emma's story spread far and wide. Videos of her calm, forgiving words at the altar went viral online. People called her the bride who chose kindness. Thousands of strangers sent her messages, thanking her for inspiring them to choose forgiveness in their own lives. At first, Emma struggled with the pain in private. She cried at night, asking herself why Ryan had done this to her. But every morning, she reminded herself of the words she had spoken that day, "I forgive you, because I deserve peace." Those words became her strength. Soon, an organization invited her to speak at a women's event about resilience and kindness. Nervous but determined, Emma stood on stage and shared her story, how she had been betrayed, and how forgiveness had set her free. The audience was moved to tears. Many women came to her afterward, saying, "Because of you, I feel hope again." Kindness was becoming Emma's calling. She began writing articles, sharing videos, and giving talks about the power of forgiveness. She realized that her humiliation had not destroyed her, it had transformed her into a voice of compassion. And then, something unexpected happened. Months later, Ryan came to see her. He was no longer the arrogant man from the altar. His life had fallen apart, his friends had abandoned him, his career was in ruins, and his pride was gone. With tears in his eyes, he said, "Emma, I don't deserve your forgiveness, but I need to say I'm sorry. What I did to you was unforgivable." Emma looked at him, and for a moment, the old pain surfaced. But then, she placed a hand gently on his shoulder and said, "Ryan, I already forgave you. Not for you, but for me. I hope you learn to live differently, with kindness in your heart. That's all I wish for you." Ryan broke down crying, and though Emma did not take him back, her kindness gave him the chance to change. And in the years that followed, he did. As for Emma, her life blossomed. She met people who valued her, people who admired her strength and kindness. Among them was Daniel, a man who had attended one of her talks. Unlike Ryan, Daniel never played games. He respected her, admired her courage, and little by little, Emma opened her heart again. This time, love wasn't a bet. It was real. It was gentle. It was kind. On the anniversary of what should have been her wedding, Emma stood again on the steps of the church, but not as a bride. She was there as a speaker, with hundreds of people gathered to hear her. With a warm smile, she said, "That day, I was humiliated. But I chose kindness instead of hatred. And kindness changed everything. It healed me, and it taught me that even in betrayal, we can still be the light." The crowd erupted with applause, not just for Emma's words, but for the way she had lived them. So, if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because kindness is the most powerful force we can share, and stories like Emma's remind us that even in our darkest moments, kindness can shine the brightest.